Hello everybody, welcome back to the Frayed Brush. Last video we did the introduction and the opening up of the Death Dealer by Mobius Models. Today's a little bit different. We're kind of doing a current project state, and we're doing a review of some models by a company called NY3D Creations. So you want to give their website a check. First thing we're going to look at is the Mandalorian right now. Really large model. These are the 1/8 scale, I believe, is what I got. Really great detail. Fairly pleased with the way the progress is going on it so far. I told each of my kids to get on the NY3D Creations website and each of them choose a model, and one of my sons chose the Mandalorian. He also has his blaster rifle. So pretty, somewhat of a dynamic pose there. And then the base for this one is really interesting. I'm gonna do it as kind of like a tattooing type landscape. And it also came with the child, which is really interesting. Haven't had him finished yet. The NY3D Creations models are great. I did have there was a learning curve to it for me. I'd never messed with 3D printed resin before, so wasn't aware that you had to sand everything down. So I went in to just paint it, and I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to pick up on camera, but you can see all the striations from the 3D printer. And then of course, found out I had to sand those out, and of course started sanding without a mask and everything before I realized, resin dust could kill you. So then I got a mask, and it was really hard process to get down with the sanding. And then I've read some places you do a gloss clear coat to kind of, I guess, self-level and fill in the striations and everything, and then it's okay to prime over it. It was a really love-hate relationship with these models in the process for a while. So that one's getting almost finished. And then I also got one of their Hellboy models. The base is huge. Got some detail built into it already. Really nice. I believe the bases are 3D printed PVC. Actually some good options with the Hellboy. Let's open it up here. Messing around, testing a video, messing around a little bit, but it's really freaking huge. I mean, this is a monster of a model. And these, like I said, I think these are 1/8 square. Really good detail. As you can see, really excited about getting to paint this one. Really haven't started any of the process on this, except maybe a little bit of sanding to get the little parts where it was printed from. I'm not exactly sure what those are called. I'd like to get into 3D printing one day, but it's not anytime soon. Good detail on the weapon. Good. And then on the base, it's kind of a little, I guess, I don't know if it's called a Marquette diorama, whatever, I don't know. But he's actually fighting like a tentacle monster octopus thing. You can actually see part of it here as well in the base. And then more of that, a tail. These came extra. I'm assuming they're bricks maybe. One of the cool things about this kit though was that it came with 3 different heads to choose from. And they're really expressive. Opportunity to put a lot of detail into these when you paint them. So you got this one with the grimacing face and the horns. This one has no horns with the cigar probably end up going with that because that's just more of a Hellboy look. And then there's also this one with the grimacing face without the horns. So looking forward to getting into this one. And let's get this one put back up and we'll check out the next one. So during my process of learning how to deal with 3D printed resin, I'm a member of a couple Patreons and there various Discords and stuff, and asked around and did some research and stuff. And one of the things somebody did point out to me, I really kind of just use my airbrush for priming, but somebody pointed out to me that I think these are from Stynylrez, yeah, from Badger, and it's a 2-part priming system for 3D printed models. And you basically take it's a translucent surface smoother. So basically you spray this on, and this is supposed to do all the, filling in the gaps and everything of the striations from the 3D printing. And then you go on with one of the colors, white, gray, or black. And hopefully it's like magic and everything works out great. We'll see what happens. I haven't tried them out yet, but I'll definitely let you know how those go. Let's get these out of the way. And then another model one of my sons picked out, which is surprising, was the Rocketeer. So this is the base for the Rocketeer. Really, I'm not sure what style you would call that, but I've seen it before. It's kind of like the brassy eagle, statuesque head. I don't know if I'll do it that way. It might be concrete. You can see the blocks where looks like it might be concrete blocks put together and stuff. I'm gonna have to take a look at this. I'm not quite sure what gets cleaned off here and what doesn't, but we'll take a look at it, see what happens. And then the model, this is really a nice model as well. Really impressed with the MY3D Creations stuff. So here's legs, chest, and again, this just has some cleanup with just some really rough sandpaper to see how things are going. There's the iconic Rocketeer helmet there. Looks good, like it, great detail, sharp detail. Not as much detail on this weapon as the Hellboy weapon, but it's not nearly as large. Backpack looks good. We got the flames for the backpack. Let's paint it up. We'll see how our, excuse me, see how well our flame painting technique is. I'm not quite sure what to expect out of that. I haven't really tried that before, but you got to learn new things to progress. And then that put away. With little pieces. Then the Rocketeer actually came with I believe it's the left hands are the same, but it came with 2 right hands, one holding the pistol, one not. So of course, my son's, wants the pistol, so we'll give him the pistol. And I think that's about all that's going on right now. Back to the Mandalorian I've started. I did notice a few things with it, and it could just be my lack of skill in model building very well, but some huge gaps that I've attempted filling. I'm not quite sure I like the way it's going. I'd attempted to use golden heavy molding paste. I don't think it's quite meant for a job like this. I mean, these are some pretty massive gaps. Should have done some better dry fitting before I started painting, but it is what it is. Painting is a very fluid learning process. So then we'll have some cleanup to do. Got to fix a piece on the back, but it's It's all good. We'll do what we got to do. All right. Well, I think that's it for now. Remember, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications when The Frayed Brush puts out a new video. And we'll see you next time. Remember, paint bravely.